Hi guys, welcome back to Crazy Booklady. My name is Floor and today I'm going to show you the books that I read in December and January. In both months I read 5 books, so I decided to combine them in this video because I didn't have a lot of energy to film in January. And it's already February right now, so I decided to combine those wrap-ups into one video because I didn't read too much anyway, so it's easy to do. So let's get started. First of all, I read The Deepest Breath by Macraean, and this is a middle grade in poetry style, in verse, whatever you want to call it. And it's about this girl who discovers her sexuality. She discovers that she is gay. She's in love with her best friend, but she is scared that this is not how it's supposed to be, and she's scared of the reaction of her mom, so she hides it and she goes to the library to get some books about it. So yeah, it was a really cute story actually, and in the end I gave it 3 stars. It reads very easy, but yeah, for the rest it was quite simple, so that's why I gave it 3 stars. Not too bad, but yeah, just an easy read for me. Then I tried to read Autumn by Ali Smith, but unfortunately I DNF'd it. I couldn't get into it. I didn't vibe with the writing style and the thing that the book is trying to do. Basically it's putting on some ideas instead of having a plot. It has conversations and they felt a bit choppy to me sometimes. Yeah, I don't know. It just wasn't the book for me, unfortunately. So yeah, at least I've tried, but yeah, I DNF'd it. Then I picked up Getting Things Done by David Allen, and this is a time management book. I am trying to sort out my life with like YouTube and my blog and my Instagram and all of that. So I borrowed this book from the library, but I didn't get much out of it, unfortunately, because it's more geared towards businesses, I guess. If you work at a business, at a company, or in an office. So not all of the things were applied to me personally, but the main things that he was talking about I picked up from and tried to use a bit from it. But yeah, it wasn't really the thing that I was looking for. So in the end I gave it 3 stars because it is a good book if you are the correct audience. Then finally a book that I own. This is No Sun by Natalie Kokke. This is the sequel to Pink that I had read in 2018, I believe. And I finally decided to pick up the sequel, and again, it was a good book. I can't tell a lot of it because it spoils some things from the first book, although you can read it as a standalone, but you're missing out on some details. It makes much more sense if you read Pink first and then Know Some. So yeah, I prefer to start with Pink anyway. And actually this is getting a 3rd book. The author is trying to focus on that book this year, so we'll see when that comes out. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I gave this 4 stars. And then another middle grade, High Rise Mystery by Sharna Jackson, and this is so good. This is about this society, and those kids are waiting for their painting class, I believe, or art class, but their teacher isn't showing up, so they are going to try and find him, and then they find his dead body. And what they are going to do is trying to solve the mystery. So yeah, those are two sisters. It's by two sisters of color, and of course their dad is blamed for it. But yeah, they are going to try and show that it isn't their dad who did it, but someone else. They are going to figure it out. They are trying to help the police, although they were told not to. Yeah, and oh my gosh, they actually got their methods by watching some crime series with the babysitter, and oh, those kids are just so genius. I'm very happy I read this book, and I gave it 4 stars. Then we go on to January, and I read Scofter by Marlene Hartog. This is a Dutch thriller, and it takes place in a small town or area in North Holland. Things are going on. You read from 2 perspectives. You read from the past and the present. In the end, you will know why. There's death, there is a abduction, suicide, all of that, and it's really enjoyable. Or that's not a good word for thriller actually, but I really like this one and I gave it 4 stars. Unfortunately it's not translated to English. Maybe it ever will, I don't know, but it's not a really popular book yet in the Netherlands, so I hope by showing this that some more Dutchies are going to pick this up. Then I finished Ready Player One by Ernest Klein, and actually I was buddy reading this with Alex Black, but she has just vanished of all social media. I don't know what is going on. I hope she's okay. I haven't heard from her since the end of November. So yeah, after waiting for quite a while, I decided to read the last 70 pages on my own, because, you know, I can be quite forgettable, so I was like, I need to finish this book before I forget the complete story. It's this virtual reality game that's involved. It's this whole new world. The world is literally just a disaster. So this online world is basically people's kind of happy place. But then the maker is passing away, and he made this video message that there's a Easter egg, and then the hunt starts, and you read from the perspective of one of the participants, Wade, and all the shit he's going through to get that freaking Easter egg, and it's a wild ride. In the beginning it was a bit info dumpy, with all those 80s facts, with everything that existed right then, with comics, films, all that jazz. But yeah, when the hunt starts, it gets more exciting, and the last bit, oof, it was good. So in the end I gave it 4 stars, and I actually own the sequel too, and I heard some mixed things about it, but I want to see what I think of it. But I like this one. My boyfriend wants to read this too, so he can borrow it now because I finished it. Then a quite new release. This book came out in January. It's The Push by Audrin. I got the Dutch translation of it. Normally books aren't translated that fast, but this time it was. I mean, the English version was published in like on the 5th, and the Dutch one on the 12th or something, so wow. This is a psychological literary work. I saw that it is mismarketed for the English version as a thriller, but it's definitely not a thriller. It has some elements of it, but it's more a psychological story. This is about Blight Connor, who doesn't want to get the history repeated because he didn't grow up that nicely. And she gets a child, Violet, and she wants to give her all the love she deserves, but Violet is a really difficult child, and after a while she starts to think that there's either something wrong with her or with her child. Yeah, there are strange things happening, especially when she's alone with her daughter, and yeah, that's what's it about. It's a different look at motherhood, a really dark look at motherhood actually. So yeah, I really liked it. I gave it 4 stars, but yeah, you shouldn't expect a thriller book because it isn't. But you should approach it as a psychological book and get in the head of the mom. And then you will really like this. It's not that big either. It's only 284 pages, so I flew through it, and yeah, I'm happy I got this sent for review, and the cover is gorgeous. Then I read The List of Things I Will Not Change by Rebecca Stead. This was also nominated for the Goodreads Awards, but yeah, I didn't really like this, unfortunately. This is about Bea. Yeah, that's her name, Bea. Her parents are getting a divorce, and they have this family talk about it, and they make this list of things that will not change, although they're going to separate from each other. And also, yeah, her dad is gay. He comes out as gay, and he's going to marry, and that's what this is about. But I thought that Bea was a whiny little creature of... I didn't like her at all, and normally I don't have to like main character to enjoy a book, but in this case it was so annoying. She doesn't care about others' feelings. She always thinks she knows it well, and no, I didn't like it. So luckily it's not that big, so I flew through it, but I gave it 2 stars in the end, and that's really, really unfortunate because I was looking forward to this book. But yeah, I didn't like the main character because whiny bitch. And last but not least, I reread a childhood favorite. I actually buddy read this with another child that is in the Goodreads group that I'm moderating. So that was really fun. That is Floortje is jarig, or Floortje's birthday. Yeah, this is a really popular series for my childhood, and I just binged it back then. But this was the only book that I owned myself. The rest I always borrowed from the library. And yeah, it was fun to read it again after all those years. And the fun thing is, it still has some topics in it that are still accurate right now. So that was really fun. Though the writing is a bit old. Also, we still had guldens back then instead of the euro. So that are some differences. I felt really nostalgic, so I gave it 4 stars. It's about this girl Floortje who has her birthday, and she gets a crazy gift, including a random dog from someone she knows. Yeah, that doesn't end up well. She also is going to sleep over at her uncle's with one of her friends, and yeah, that's what this is about. So really easy book, but I still loved it. I gave it 4 stars because of the nostalgia Otherwise I would have given it 3, but yeah, it was great to read this again. And I'm getting some other books from the series because my best friend found them for free, so cool. Those were all the books that I read in December and January. Have you read any of those? Let me know what you thought of it. Let me know what you read in January. Did you like this video? Give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new, and I will see you soon. Bye!